This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Half Soybean channel. My name is Sharon and today we have some more Merry Sewbean episodes. I only got to do 2 last year. It's like my Christmas DIY series, but I thought I would start a little bit earlier this year. So we've got our first holiday dress for 2021. I'm not sure how many there are going to be, but I found the cutest fabric ever and I'm super excited to make this. I think it's going to end up being one of my favorite dresses. But I do have something super exciting to show you, which are my pins. I'm wearing some here. I'm still working on getting them on my website, but I wanted to show you guys all of the pins just as a preview. This is a little scissors with half soybean on it. Got a cute little iron deficient iron. It's very shiny. Got a bit of Olivia Rodrigo. I love this one. It's so pretty. My bobbin thread always ends up running out without me noticing, and I made him a little robber who's on the run. I feel like I can't live without my seam ripper, and it's just like a little cute play on words that I thought of, and I just think this one's so adorable. It says, "Yours truly, Seam Reaper." I designed them all from scratch. They're all my hand drawings that's been turned into pins, and I've been working so hard on them, and they will be available on my website extremely soon. But you can sign up to my mailing list on my website to find out exactly when they drop, and let's get right into the tutorial. Okay, check out this fabric. It is so beautiful. It's like a jacquard brocade. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's like the perfect holiday dress. It's got like gold, it's got green, it's got blue, it's got red, and I don't know. This is just really so exciting. I've got 1.5 meters of this fabric right here, which is our main dress fabric, and you'll need a really tiny bit of lining fabric of your choice for the bandeau, because this kind of brocade is a little bit scratchy on the inside. So if you're gonna wear it without a bra, I feel like it'll be a little bit scratchy on your skin. And then lastly, you'll need a little bit of ribbon of your choice to be used as the ties. In theory, I reckon this dress is extremely simple to make, but if you're unsure about the darts, I think you've got 3 options, or maybe more. Maybe you have a better idea. But firstly, I reckon you could either grab a pattern you have at home that already has darts in it and you can use that as a guide. Secondly, you can either self-draft a block bodice pattern or purchase one and adjust it to the bandeau style. And I'm doing this. If you do purchase a bodice pattern, you can always reuse it, which is awesome. And the third is to trial and error with darts with a scrap rectangular piece of fabric until you get your desired fit. So I'll explain the second one first. I've got some self-drafted block patterns and I'm simply going to cut across the top and the bottom to create this bandeau look. Cut the front piece first and then do the back piece. You want your side edges to match up since the fabric becomes shorter once you do put the darts in at the front, although you can always adjust the back piece height as you go along. So back to the first option of using an existing basic pattern. If you've got one lying around at home, or maybe an existing dress or shirt that fits you nicely, you can use the same technique as the block pattern one I just showed you and just use that to make a bandeau shape. The third option is to start with a scrap piece of rectangular fabric that would nicely cover your bust area and just start trialing some darts. It might be a few tries to get the best fit for the curvature of your chest, but once you sew those in, just chop off the sides with a slight diagonal so it'll fit the side of your body. Then using that diagonal as a guide from the front, draft the back piece, which is a lot more simple. Then the total length of your pieces should be roughly about the circumference of your bust with a bit of seam allowance. Say this is like your block pattern and we've obviously got this dart here, and I would fold it at kind of where the armpit is, and I would also do it like this. And this is kind of the pattern that I want to start with. And then say this is going to be folded up, so my back piece has to align it with this. And I'm going to fold it here as well. There's our back piece pattern and our front piece pattern. I'm gonna keep shamelessly plugging my pins, but I'm genuinely so happy with how they've turned out. But all of this would not have been possible without the help of Squarespace, and using their platform has helped me immensely setting up my personal website and also my e-commerce store. I honestly had no idea where to start, but using Squarespace has been so easy, whether it's putting up my products, setting up shipping. I am offering worldwide shipping, by the way, and whether it's different types of payment options, I know that all of it's going to be secure and private because I'm going through Squarespace. And I'm super happy with the mobile optimization of the website because not only does it look great on desktop, it also looks great on all types of mobile devices. You can also list an unlimited number of products, so after the launch of my first collection of pins, you can definitely expect more goodies to be listed on my store. And you can also choose your own domain name, which is super important for your personal brand. Mine is halfsoybean.com, and you can choose whatever name you'd like as long as it's not already taken. If you're interested in setting up your own website or your personal brand, head on over to Squarespace for a free trial. And if you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/halfsoybean to get 10% off your first purchase of a domain name or your website. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the tutorial. You now want to measure how long you actually want your skirt portion to be, and keep in mind this should include seam allowance, so give yourself like 1 to 2 centimeters. I do want to maintain the quite shortness of it all, even if I have to wear like bike shorts underneath. 50 centimeters, maybe 51. I've decided to go with 51 centimeters, so we'll need 2 rectangular blocks of that size. Ariana Grande has had so many iconic looks that I love, but even though it's been a few years, that's one dress that's constantly been on my mind, and it's that Cecily Barnson peplum top that she wore as a dress on a Jimmy Fallon appearance. I didn't realize it was a top, but I did some research and apparently it's just a peplum top and there's actually matching shorts for it. Really, I don't know, I get really excited about certain projects when I see certain fabrics, and this is just one of them. I am extremely keen to see how this all unfolds. I've also marked where I actually need to sew in the dart here. Put in the dart. Now we're going to connect it to the back piece along the diagonal. Sew a straight stitch there. Now do the same thing for the lining. So I did the exact same thing with the lining, and we're going to connect the 2 bandeaus together, placing them right sides together. I'm going to sew along the top neckline. I'm going to understitch here, so that's just gathering all the seams to one side and sewing that down from the pink side. I keep on surprising myself with how dumb I am, but of course I attached the lining and the main fabric together and forgot to put in the shoulder straps. It's meant to be wedged like in between this seam as the straps. Anyway, I have to seam rip and put it back in. Don't be stupid like me, do it the first go. And how you would do it is just like put it on yourself and mark where you want your straps to be and wedge them in, and same for the back. Imagine where you would want it to sit at the back and stick it in there as well. Okay, it did take me a while to complete the bandeau, but it is now complete with the straps. And so now we're gonna work on the skirt. Pretty self-explanatory. I've got 2 rectangle pieces that look like this, 1 and 2. I'm going to connect them into a long strip of rectangle and gather it, and then we're going to attach it to the bandeau. only took me like 3 hours, but we've finally gathered the skirt and I'm gonna attach it to the bodice. I'm very close to being done. It took me like so long to attach the skirt. Like, it was actually a nightmare. But I just have to do the zipper now and also hem the bottom. So I'm gonna put in a invisible zip down the back. It's just like straight edges on both sides, and I'll attach a zip and we'll be done. I am 100% wearing this dress for Christmas, especially since we've got a warm Christmas in Australia, but it really did turn out exactly how I had envisioned, which makes me really, really happy. Let me know if you get to try it out for a special occasion.
Then she met me at the college. Her friends play my songs and they been following me. Yeah, I don't like to do that much explaining and talking. Just know she had coffee with me, yeah. I hear you like pizza and dancing. Love that is not that romantic, yeah. I don't have no time for no antics. Fly one, smile for the cameras. Oh, they like me now. Go ahead, wipe me down. She don't got a man, cause he ain't lock it down. Hey, do you think of me when I'm not around? Jaw hit the ground when you walk around. Looking like, look like art. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Merry Sewbean. If you have any suggestions or ideas for holiday stuff, please let me know. You can message me on Instagram or you can leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon in the next video.